It is so hot in here. So take off all your clothes. Hold on, let me put this over here. Wemby top 5 player by season end. I think he's kind of the top 5 player now, right? Pause. You want me to take my clothes off and then pause it? I mean, I'm flattered. No? Is that an acronym for something? I'm trying to think of something clever. I can't really think of something clever for an acronym for nah. I was gonna say naked all of him. I don't know. Brooklyn in the house. Wemby future MVP and the Rangers won today too. Why do you keep bringing up the Rangers, man? I don't watch baseball, okay? I know that it's a little confusing since I'm a Spurs fan and a Cowboys fan. You just assume? But dude, is there a delay? The cat keeps like acting like she's gonna jump on here. I don't know why there's a delay. There's a delay. Yo. There's a delay. I don't know why there's a delay. There's like a bad delay too. Hold on. Still a delay? Yeah, there's a delay. I think there's a delay. Delay. Why is it so bad? Fucking figure video. How about now? Still a delay. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, 30. Still a delay. It doesn't feel like a delay on my end, to be honest. Yeah, there's a delay, man. Like from what I'm saying in the audio. I mean, Mikasa, this is not the time. Just look like a low frame rate. Is that what it is? I don't really know how to fix that. Video, output, stream. It was acting up before I even got on. Like I couldn't even get the camera on. So hold on, maybe if I... That fixed it? I think that's better. No, I don't know. No, it's not better. It don't matter? Yeah. Yeah, it's really dumb. gonna bother me. I guess maybe I can fix it later. Or maybe it'll fix itself. I don't know. Because we had this issue before. I might just have to update the webcam app. Why do you want to jump up here so bad? Why? Why do you want to be up here so bad? I love you too. Man. I don't know why she keeps jumping up here. Yeah, she does want to be part of the stream. I don't get it. I don't understand you. It's like moving the mic. All right. I don't know if I can react. I'll react to ESPN stuff if it's like a clip on Twitter, but like I don't risk it with clips on YouTube. They're so inconsistent. I feel like I know what the issue is, and it's just gonna bother me until I fix it. I feel like it needs to be this pro, but it won't go to it. Girl, all right, come on. Yeah, they'll copyright it. They'll copyright it in a heartbeat. If it's like a clip on Twitter, I don't know what it is, but it won't be. It's rarely copyrighted, but if I just take it from their YouTube, it's copyrighted. All right. I don't know what this delay is. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but we're gonna keep it rocking for now. Did you go over the Carter and Dylan video? What Carter and Dylan video? She wants to jump up here so bad. Like, I can just see her getting ready to pounce. Go. I'll go up here. Cooking video? No, I didn't see that. Maybe we have that for let her hop in. It's fine if she hops in, but the problem is she won't just sit over here, right? Like, it'll be fine if she was just over here, but what she does is she'll start messing with the keyboard. And if she, oh, she's biting me. And if she's messing with the keyboard, then she's in front of the camera, or not the camera, the monitor. Now she's looking like she wants to jump off. She doesn't know what she wants. Now she said, see, if she sit right there, that's fine. But if she gets over here on the left side, then we're gonna have a problem. They made some lamb chops. We'll take a look at that another day. All right, so let's go ahead and bring up what we had to talk about. So, oh no, she's where I don't want her to be now. I knew she was gonna do that. You guys are like, no, let her sit there. Give her a chance. Girl. All right, hold on. All right. What's up, clan? What's up? Mamu popping off right now. Oh, is he? Bring up a few things. How should I go about this? If I screenshot. Here, I can screenshot that. Actually, screenshot it this way. Screenshot. Screenshot. Get this stuff situated. I really hate that my camera is like this, guys. You have no idea. But if when I make myself small and we just react to things, then you won't be able to tell. I might just keep it like that, honestly. This is really bothering me. I am a professional, not really. I'm just taking screenshots because I gotta show you guys a DM, but I don't want to show everyone's DM. For some reason, all of them come up. There we go. Just screenshotting. Thought I told y'all for be. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to drown myself. You can all do this at home. You can be just like me. What's up, Jake? Just me or stream lag? Is the stream laggy now? Chat, let me know. Is the stream laggy? I know my camera's laggy. Like, that's very obvious. Like, that is bad. That's so bad. You move at a low frame rate. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? It is what it is. All right. It is what it is. See, now you can't really tell. Now it doesn't really matter because I'm so far away. Well, no, it's still. All right. It really bothers me. All right. I don't know what the issue is, but there is a delay in the video with the audio, and it's really bothering me. But I'll have it fixed in the next couple days. We had this issue before. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where it's stemming from. But what I do know is there's some things to talk about. Okay. Before we talk about this Kawhi Leonard fiasco, because we know that that's still going down, and it's interesting. Okay, you absolutely should. Okay, a lot of people are like, why aren't you guys over the Kawhi Leonard situation? And I think, honestly, funny enough, all Spurs fans are over it. Like, I would argue that we've been over it for a while, right? Maybe since the beginning of the rebuild. Like, no one's really been thinking about it. We don't really care. But with this, hey, it's interesting nonetheless. Now, if you're laggy, clap your hands. Yeah. So bad. But I do want to talk about this. And also, Jake in the chat actually sent me a DM, and he had a really good perspective on the entire thing. And he was like, hey, Clan, I think you might have missed a few things. So I definitely want to read his DM, go over this. Before all of that, guys, we're kind of cooking. I know this is off. I usually don't put this in the video. I usually just like talk about this on live stream. But I just really quick, I'm actually excited about this. Maybe we'll talk about it after the segment, but yeah, I wasn't that excited for Scary Movie 6 initially, but this looks pretty promising, right? They're gonna make fun of sinners, Heretic, Long Legs. That's just too easy, man. I don't like that movie, honestly. Nope, Get Out. I'm excited for it, especially since the Wayans brothers are actually the ones writing it, because Lord have mercy, man. Scary Movie's been bad since after the second one, honestly. And then you even have Jane, the director of I Saw the TV Glow, and she posted, she was like, "Dear Mr. Wayans, are you taking submissions?" I don't know if enough people know about I Saw the TV Glow, but give it some props, okay? It's a really good movie, so hopefully they can make fun of that one too. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's make fun of Kawhi Leonard. We're doing our own little scary movie here. If you're a Clippers fan, this actually is a scary movie. All right, so let's take a look here. So let's see what they have to say about this whole situation, because there's a little bit more to the story here. There's some other things coming up. You guys can't hear that. You should have said some, chat.
Biggest takeaway of everything that's transpired, and where are we right now?
Well, Steve Ballmer mentioned in that interview that Aspiration had actually tried to bid on the naming rights of what became the Intuit Dome. The Intuit Dome ended up being named for $550 million. And he said in the interview, well, they bid more than that. Well, from what I understand from Clipper sources, they bid almost double that $550 million to name.
So you're telling me that Aspiration bid $1 billion for their name on the arena? But sure, Ballmer had no idea what was going on. He didn't find any of this suspicious. Sure.
The Intuit Dome, and they were turned down because the Clippers wanted to go. This was Ballmer's explanation. They wanted to go with Intuit, which is a long-standing company. But that gives you an indication of the kind of money that this company was throwing around back in those days. Now, obviously, the NBA investigation will want to discover all of the documents that prove that, or prove. Steve Ballmer said this is provably false. He referenced an email that he says from November of 2021 where he introduced Kawhi Leonard to this company at Aspiration's request. Well, they'll want to see that email and other emails. They'll want to see everyone's cell phones. And so we are at the beginning of a very, very long process.
Very strange. I don't know. I don't really like the framing of this, like the idea that, they just kind of bamboozled the Los Angeles Clippers. I feel like it's one of two things, okay? Number one, he knew exactly who they were, right? And he was just going to try to help out his boy Kawhi. Or number two, the bidding was so high because he wanted them to force the bidding war to go up, right? He wanted the money to go up on it. Some people are like, why would he waste his time with that? I don't know, money. I mean, multi-billionaire. I don't know, money. Probably. But at the end of the day, we don't know. But I don't like the framing of this in general. Like, I'm just not buying it. I think that's a little silly to think that he had no idea about Aspiration and they just bamboozled him. I don't believe that. Okay, he should have known. If that was an issue with the whole this company's bidding $1 billion, you don't think that's a little strange? Sure, whatever. But with that being said, I did want to go over. Sorry, I know that there's a delay. It's gonna really bother me. It's gonna really bother. It bothers me more than it bothers you. I promise. So there was a DM sent to me from Jake. So Jake is in the chat right now, and I wanted to go over it. So I have a couple screenshots here, and he basically said, "Hey, Clan, you missed a few things, and I wanted to run some things by you." So he has some really great points here, and I wanted to just read through it, basically verbatim. I never knew how to say. How did you say Pablo Torre? Is it Torre or Torre? I'm not sure. He says, "Hey Clan, thanks for the follow. So this is kind of a long-winded explanation. So just for the background, I said my Jake. I'm Jake. My wife and I are San Antonio Spurs season ticket holders. My undergrad was in pre-law, and I have my MBA. We'll be going to law school next year. Hey, congratulations, man. It's only important because some of the small details protect Ballmer, but also points the finger directly at cap circumvention." So he goes on to say, "I've heard Pablo's interview multiple times, so a lot of streamers are only telling the main point, not really getting to actual details. First," and I think we went over this, we did briefly talk about this, but he says, "Aspiration putting in a clause that Kawhi Leonard has to be with the Clippers for the contract to pay out isn't the smoking gun most people think it is. What makes the contract look insane is that Aspiration had multiple major celebrities under endorsement deals." Yeah, and he mentions all of these. Lame Drake. Yeah, for sure. He says Robbie Downey Jr., and he just basically brings up the fact that Kawhi didn't Kawhi didn't really endorse anything, but he says what's incredibly odd is collectively they were all paid combined a 1/4 of Kawhi's deal, so Kawhi was making 4 times all their other deals put together. Their contracts did not give the same clauses. I don't know what their contracts will look like, but he says second, Cuban made an important point on PTFO, president of the front office. If Aspiration was potentially going to go under, it would be in Ballmer's best interest to bail them out, right? Well, when Ballmer was on ESPN, he made a small distinction. He owned around 3% of the company. Why is this important? Well, when Wendy... Hold on. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. He owned around 3% of the company. Why is this important? Well, when Wendy was discussing it, either he or McMahon, made the point that if Ballmer owned 5% of the company, then they could not offer Kawhi the deal. It would have been a violation of the CBA automatically. So Ballmer was in 2 positions: bail them out and openly violate the CBA, or let them go under, stay out of any potential legal fraud, or bail them out and invite legal trouble from the SEC. Between the two, he had to just hope no one would go down a deep dive, which Pablo had to go through over 3,000 pages of documents to find. Ooh, that's a really great point. That's a really great point. All right, and then he says, lastly, the sources Pablo spoke with were not just disgruntled employees. These employees were actual whistleblowers who aided in Aspiration's complete and utter downfall. They are not just ransoms. They were trustworthy enough that they would be considered viable witnesses in a trial. The founders of Aspiration had ties to the DNC as well. Oh yeah, and that's what he was kind of talking about for the majority of that initial pod, right? The founders of the Aspiration had ties to the DNC, as one of them was youngest speech writer for a president under Bill Clinton. Dang. Not to try and make this political at all, they were trying to gain a foothold on running the DNC. Pablo lays that out at the beginning of his pod. This is all to say the witnesses had to hold some weight in their testimony. Yeah, okay. And yeah, no, you're not. I mean, you're not making it. I hate when, not you in specific, but I hate when people say like, this shouldn't be political. Like everything is political. I know this is like directly politics, but like basically any topic we go over is going to be political in some way. Okay, here we go. In conclusion, Ballmer might not have a full-on smoking gun, but this isn't the court of law. This is the court of NBA owners, and there could be a major issue with how Ballmer decided to circumvent the cap. I'm not sure the Spurs let players live for free in a house in Castle Hills, but there is a house that is next to my best friend's aunt house that has only had Spurs live there. Derek White, Josh Primo, and then Malachi. Sohan lived in an apartment in the Blue Star district that Pop had bought several condos at. This is to say the actual issue is owner's eyes could be he is not doing favors for his players. He is actively giving them money directly through a third party in a way that other owners are unable to match, which is where this could be a massive breach in their eyes. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So, yeah, So initially, Jake, I hope you don't mind me saying this. Initially, Jake was like, I don't know if I, want you to say this part. And then eventually he was like, yeah, it's cool. Just do it. I think this actually is a really good point to bring up because every owner, every team, they do something for their players, right? There's something that, that they're trying to convince you like, hey, you can stick around. And in some way, somehow, I'm sure that they are paying for certain things or going out of their way, right, to keep superstars. So, yeah, like you said, that's not the big issue. The bigger issue is the fact that you went from from it being in-house to like this third party that no one else can really touch. And another issue with this whole thing too is just Kawhi Leonard and his camp have just been going out of their way to do the most like unethical things you can imagine, right? Like when it comes to trying to get him on these squads. Like we have so many stories coming out of the Raptors camp and now this Clippers camp, and we know that they were trying to force the Spurs to do certain things like bring over Paul George, which I guess that's not that crazy. I mean, a lot of stars try to do that, but it's just an ugly situation. They're gonna go down. I'm gonna say it right now. This is gonna go down as one of the biggest stories in the past decade. Like this is actually quite huge. But I guess all of us Spurs fans, I say all that to say this, and thank you so much, Jake, for like giving us your input as well. But I say all that to say this: we're vindicated. This is something that was coming a long way. I don't think a lot of us are really that shocked by it, right? It was just eventually going to happen. Something bad was eventually going to happen with this entire thing. Oh, Jake, you said, I just realized you sent something else. I re-listened to it today. ADHD is a pain. And one detail I missed in the main whistleblower who spoke to Pablo was in the finance department, catching stray details every day. He said, Clan, I read that Uncle Dennis was also asking Toronto for a no-show endorsement before he went to the Clippers. After seeing Raptors not do anything and Clippers getting Paul George, he left to LA. Just gross, man. Just gross. And this is coming from a player that has, it seemed, and maybe this is what they were doing, right? Maybe they legitimately weren't delusional and they understood Kawhi Leonard career is not going to be that great going forward, right? I think the Spurs are going to try to take care of him the best they could, a bunch of rest when he can. But I bet you his camp knew we have a small window here to make this thing happen because his health is going to, go downhill, right? So they were just trying their best to get as much as they can out of these deals. That's what I think might have happened. I don't think that they're dumb enough to like actually think Kawhi is like the major superstar, like one of the biggest. I mean, he was one of the biggest superstars, but he's like the biggest superstar in the NBA, and he's going to take over, get multiple rings. I don't know if they really thought that. I don't know. But yeah. Anyways. I see Jason in the chat. Jason, be nice. Everything Jake said here was reasonable. And much of his takes, I mean, what would you really disagree with? As soon as degenerative was diagnosis, they knew it was close enough to a ceiling. Yeah. I always knew. This is the funny thing. Some Spurs fans started to panic, like shortly after. Like not the year after, but it was a few years, and then Spurs fans started panicking and just like, oh my God, what are we doing? I never was worried, to be honest with you guys. Like we've had this channel since Kawhi got traded, right? Like that's when I started jumping on this channel and talking, and I always had the Instagram page, right? But then that's when I started hopping on YouTube, is when he got traded, because I was so angry about it. But I don't think there was one season that went by where I was in panic mode. And it's because our franchise is just so good. They just know what they're doing. So I was never worried. I was just kind of waiting back and just hoping, you know, we get that next superstar. You know, I didn't know who it would be. I knew Wemby maybe a couple years before we even drafted him. I was praying it would be him, but you know, I was open, right? I was open. So anyways, thank you, Jake. Thank you for your TED Talk. And this whole situation is just going downhill. It is absolutely going downhill. All right, so I wanted to take a look at Wemby's Q&A. But before I do that, guys, I want to give a big, huge, gigantic pause. Shout out to today's sponsor, Sleeper. So big shout out to Sleeper. If you guys can, please, I keep saying this, okay? I cannot stress it enough, all right? I feel like that's an Eminem lyric. Can't stress it enough. Keep playing. Stand next to the subs. Okay. Anyways, if you guys can, please join Sleeper. Use the promo code CLAN and you get 100% match up to $100. But if you don't want to do any type of fantasy sports, because that's what this is, a lot of it's just fantasy sports. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty great. But at the end of the day, you can jump on there and you can talk to other fans. It's like kind of social media, honestly, for sports. So let's see. And I'm doing this right now. I'm on my phone right now. Isn't that amazing? And which it's the Cowboys. I'm a Cowboys fan. That's why I feel like throwing up. If you go to like NBA, for instance, right? You have so much news. You can get all of it right there. During games, you can look at the stats. You can look at the analytics, right? You can leave comments. You can share certain things. Look at Gobert looking all great. So there's so many different things on here. So please just join it. Use the link in my description. Join. Use the promo code CLAN, and just show Sleeper that, hey, our people are over there as well, right? So you guys support me, and I support you. Wait, I said that wrong. You support the sponsors, which is supporting me, and I support you with content. I don't think it works like that. But thank you so much. Thank you, Sleeper. Guys, please join the link below. And it's lots of good stuff on here. Like Rudy Gobert. Look, you can go look at a bald Rudy Gobert. But yeah. Nice. Join Sleeper. All right. I hate this delay. This drives me crazy. This drives me nuts. All right, let's take a look at this. So I saw him post it on Instagram. Am I right? Let's turn it down a little bit. All right. Okay. All right. There's a delay with this camera. This camera is just acting up today. And why did it move? It moved all the way to, oh my goodness. It moved all the way to the right. So I wanted to go over this. So apparently, Wembanyama, you guys probably heard of him. His name's Victor Wembanyama. He did a Q&A earlier, and I missed it, and I wanted to go over it, right? And also, he did an announcement here, which I guess is no interest to me because I'm not like near San Antonio, but let's see. Oh my God, that's loud. Okay, I'm not going over this. Basically what it is they're going to have a section that's inspired by soccer, in which they're going to have like the loudest Spurs fans be able to be in that section. Should be pretty nice. It said it was like $1,000, but you get all the home games or something like that. And this first come, first serve. So it seems like a deal, right? I mean, games are so expensive nowadays. So seems like a deal. If I lived in San Antonio, I would definitely try to do it at 7 a.m. So Wembanyama is really putting himself out there, trying to help out the fans. But what's really cool is the fact that he's actually not just his highlight reels, not just the wins that's going to be coming, but he's actually bringing something to the culture, bringing something. Because what I love about this so much is after this, it might inspire other teams to do it, right? But most importantly, Spurs oftentimes pass down culture, right? We all do it, but the Spurs definitely do it more so than even other franchises. So this might end up being a thing forever if successful, which it should be successful. So really cool stuff. And I'll be real with you. I've been to Spurs games. I've been to San Antonio several times. I have to say, I don't think you guys are loud enough. I'll just be honest, okay? I'll just be honest. I've been to some really wild games, and I've been to quite a few stadiums. Spurs have been the quietest, but I also think it's because we've been so spoiled, right? And to be fair, I didn't go to like any big games or nothing like that, right? It wasn't even playoff games, but you guys can be pretty soft. You guys be pretty quiet, right? So this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Even watching the games on TV, it's like you can be louder than that. All right, let's take, and that's a lot of NBA fans. It's not just Spurs fans, but all right, let's take a look at this Q&A. Let's see, how long is this Q&A? Dude, it doesn't have a dude, how long is this? How long is this Q&A?
That's live. What up, Spurs fans? Just waiting for a little bit of people to come in the live. Hola.
I'm gonna say that right off the bat.
What up? What up? Come in. I'm good, Andrew. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see y'all. San Antonio FC. I need to catch a game one day. Happy birthday, Pax.
Dude, I wish Instagram would allow you to see the messages, because you know it's some wild stuff in there.
Français là, mais il est trop tard là.
I don't even think they announced that this was happening.
Just waiting for some more people to come in, so questions, don't hesitate. Go for it. Spurs way. Did you just come in with the other Spurs account? What's my name? My name is Victor. Yeah, I stole the admin's phone. I'm crushing the Spurs account right now.
I don't know how long this is gonna be, but we're.
It's not the point. Yeah, I know. I gotta clean that up. Haven't got a fresh cut in a while.
I wasn't even gonna say nothing. I'm so nice. I wasn't even gonna say nothing, y'all, because I've had bad hair days too. I wasn't gonna say anything.
That's what I'm thinking about right now.
They got on. They got on.
Have I grown? I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't measured myself in a while. I'm not 6'7". No. Yes, I will play the first.
He didn't get the joke. See, I'm hip. I'm hip. Y'all say I'm unk. I'm hip. Okay, I know the joke. 6'7". I know it. I know the joke. I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but that's the point of it. No one gets it. A lot of old people are like, I don't get it. Well, what's the point? It don't supposed to be a point. That's the point.
First games of the season.
It's meme culture, man. He didn't even get it. It went over his head.
Name
Wemby's too old
for edit. I named Luke Cornett. I want to Luke Cornett edit.
The new Silent Hill movie. I never played Silent Hill.
Dylan's in the live. Big fan. I need a Dylan edit, please. No, I'm not 6'7".
Oh, he does get it. Never mind. The way he said it, he did get it.
Say my name. Sosi like Sirasha.
Say my name, bro.
My favorite side quest this summer, huh?
He did like 50
My
things.
favorite side quest would probably, I mean, like the Shaolin Temple. I don't even count. This is like main quest. Back to back Rookie of the Year? Of course, that's what we're trying to do. My favorite soccer team after SAFC is PSG. We're going to the Super Bowl this year? Hell yeah. All right.
Hold on just really quick. The Deep 3 podcast rated our Spurs Mount Rushmore with Timmy, Manu, David Robinson, and Tony P. Do you agree with that? No. George Gervin has to go in there. At that point, you man, I don't want to do this, but either Tony or Manu got to come off of that. My bias says Manu stays on. But I think overall, Tony Parker, career-wise, I mean, he probably was a little bit better than Manu overall. So I'm probably going with Tony P, David Robinson, Timmy, and George Gervin. But I don't know. I don't want to do that. I really love Manu. So
is it time for the announcement?
George Gervin
2,000
has to be
people
on there,
live?
though. He's better than Manu and Tony.
All right, so Spurs fans, I hope we get as many of us as possible here. So I got an announcement. You know, I had this this idea. I've had it for a while, but like being out of the court this summer, I mean, even before, you know, I had so much time to think, and I'm like, I'm more like in the mindset now of like, it's no need to wait before you know, making ideas come true. And like I've had this idea for Spurs fans for a while, and I feel like now is the time, you know, like why wait? So I've always felt like, you know, obviously, always since day one, you know, Spurs fans have showed me, you know, the love, obviously, but like being the loudest, being the most loyal in the NBA. But I feel like we haven't always, you know, made it possible for them to express this as much as they want. You know what I mean? So like being from Europe and being obviously a huge soccer fan, I've always seen like I'm not getting married. So like being from Europe, obviously,
it's just like my chat. Just sidetrack. Just sidetrack you on some nonsense.
And
it's the same.
And soccer fan.
It's you guys.
Growing up in that environment, I've always seen like the ultras of in the stadiums, you know, in the gyms, like these groups, these very like dedicated groups of crazy supporters, crazy fans that like animate kind of, you know, like the whole arena. It's not just that group, it's like something that revolves around the whole arena and the whole community. And like,
honestly, this is actually a really great idea. Because I don't know, it's okay, it's $1,000. Yes, that's very expensive. But then, you know, especially if you talk about like a really dedicated fan that goes to like every game and they sit, you know, all the way at the top and they're just insane about the San Antonio Spurs, it's actually a deal, right? So like, I mean, it's a really great, it's a great thing to do, I think, you know? It's a great thing to do.
These groups that have like chants and like rehearsals and bring that extra energy, you know, to the games. And I feel like this is something, obviously, it's not like the culture, somewhat similar to sometimes college football, I think, in college basketball. But like, obviously, It's not in the culture like in Europe or like in soccer in general. And I feel like now is the time, and here is the place, you know, like Spurs fans. I feel like if there's one franchise that could do it, it's us. So we've made this a reality, or almost, because we're having the tryouts on Sunday. So if you think you're up for the challenge, if you think you're crazy enough of a Spurs fan, you're welcome to come in on Sunday at the Frostbank Center for the tryouts to get into the Ultras group.
You got to come dressed like crazy.
So what do y'all think?
Clan, are you getting married?
Make a vid with Flight. I've never met Flight. You up for it?
They don't pay attention, bro. Wemby doesn't understand this. Okay, they don't actually pay attention. All right, it's like my chat. Like you can say everything that you want to say. They're in their own minds right now. All right.
Oh shit.
Oh. What was the comment? I need to know what the comments are. This is like bothering me. Is there any way of seeing them?
So many of the comments are so off topic.
Yeah, that's...
Wemby joined? What do you mean? Wemby joined the live. Let me wave at Wemby.
Bro, my chat will have like Jeremy Sohan.
Favorite superhero
Wemby.
is I think it's Wolverine. So here you got it. For those who just came on
They
the
do
live,
not care,
we're
bro.
creating an ultra section.
They don't care, bro. They
no
don't
coffee,
care.
Sorry. We're creating an ultra section in the Frostbank Center. They're
Come
gonna have
on,
a
man.
dedicated section.
Wemby, they
It's gonna
don't
allow
care.
the
Wemby.
craziest and most dedicated
Wemby,
fans
they
that are
don't
willing to,
care,
give
bro.
that energy. It's gonna give them
They're
the
gonna
opportunity to
they're
do
gonna
so,
ask you
and,
what draws you wearing, bro.
We're going to,
They do
we're
not
going to-
care.
I'm gonna be very, I'm gonna be also dedicated to
Oh my
making this
God.
happen. And the Spurs staff obviously.
They're gonna
is
be like
doing a
Sydney
great
Sweeney
job
or
trying to do it.
Zendaya. Like they do not care.
And so we're having the tryouts on Sunday.
Jeez.
But yeah, we're gonna make it happen. We're
Yeah.
gonna try to implement this this culture a little bit. Because I feel like here's the best place to do it.
Wemby. Please stop. Just answer questions, bro. Just.
Wemby, parle-nous en français. Ma voix, elle est différente en français quand même.
I guarantee you, he is not
Il y a
going
des
to
Français un
answer
peu là dans
any
le live.
questions about this idea.
Age limit? No age limit. Everybody's welcome. I've seen it. Obviously, playing especially in the EuroLeague. Some of the most. Some are like straight up toxic. Some fan sections. It's not the goal here, but the goal is to bring all that energy.
I just saw a fly in there.
And there's no age limit. Any age. Obviously not newborns or nothing.
Just put a baby in there.
But what are y'all looking for? What are
Babies
we
would
looking
be
for?
real loud.
So we're looking to create. So we're looking to have like chance. Jordan, let me see that note.
Bro,
Like
they're going to
chance
take that age thing out of
and
context. Wemby better never mess up. He better never do something heinous, man.
we're gonna also we're gonna run the tryouts to find like who can join this group and also who can be like the captains, the
Drake
capos
be like.
of this. And these people are gonna be. We cannot underestimate the role of the captain of the Ultras, And we're gonna need to find a name, a logo. We're gonna have scarves, flags, basically anything that the NBA allows us to have in that gym. We're gonna have it. And maybe
Are
even
flags
more.
allowed? I never see flags. Are flags
Je
allowed?
peux venir, je suis en France, ça passe. Bah ouais, prends tes billets, ça passe.
Wemby's so cool, bro. We're so lucky. Wemby is cool.
What was the best fan base in EuroLeague? So the best fan base in EuroLeague. It's a tough question, and I haven't been everywhere in EuroLeague either. But like, the most dedicated in a game that I've seen, it was Panathinaikos. Like 40 minutes before the game, I would like come in for my warm up, and I was booed like never before. I have your friend's jersey. Can you sign it, Jackson? Yeah, if you had the game, I'll sign it for sure. Is it on the other side where they shoot free throws? Can I say where it's gonna be? Or yeah, so it's gonna be behind the basket, special section behind the basket, and not on the side of our bench. So on the side where the opponents shoot. Fun guy. Is it harder to score in Europe?
Fun
than in
guy.
India? Tough question.
I know he's skipping. He got to be skipping over some questions, bro. Like I would ask him, like, what do you think about this whole Steve Ballmer situation? I don't know. I'll try to clip him. I'll clip Wemby. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'll clip him. I love Wemby, but I'll clip him.
Because the year before I got here, I averaged like 22 points a game. In my rookie year, I averaged 21. So not really easy. Joe, no Billy, 20. Wemby, my daughter Kay, and you have the same birthday. All right. I remember. I wish her happy birthday, January 4th.
Bro, what if Wemby's so nice? What if he just said something completely out of pocket? Like somebody was like, "I love you, Wemby." He's like, "Yeah, it seems like you're doing tricks on it." Like, he just. Can you imagine nice Wemby saying that to somebody? Hop off. It's like you're doing tricks on it.
So pizza or baguette? Man, it's actually not that easy to answer. Pizza or baguette? I say baguette just because it's so versatile.
Baguette.
Happy birthday, Avesta.
It ain't their birthdays. Honestly, do love this kid. I love Wemby too.
I think it's Shiro. San Antonians know what I'm talking about.
Ask some real questions.
Wemby confirmed in the new Harry Potter show. I wish.
Oh, I thought it was.
I wish I was old enough to be an actor in the old movies. Tim Duncan or Kobe?
Okay, he's gonna choose Kobe, right? Like, he looks up to Kobe. Kobe is on his wallpaper. He's been compared to Kobe multiple times. That's like his idol, so yeah, he's gonna choose Kobe. Honestly, I'm not really mad at anybody that chooses Kobe over Duncan. I still choose Duncan, but like, I think it's pretty close. Somebody already asked him about his haircut.
Tough question. Probably Kobe all time. Actually, I don't know. Go bald again. Man, if I go back to the temple, I go bald again.
He was being nice on that. He know it's Kobe. Like, it's full blown Kobe for him. Like, there's no like, oh well, maybe he is done. He just did that to soften the blow. Like, he loves Kobe. Kobe got those stats because he has those years alone. Yeah, obviously. Like, this isn't. I don't think you can really go wrong, right? If somebody said Kobe, if somebody said Duncan, you can't really go wrong. I personally will go with Duncan, but yeah, no, he only said that because he was being nice. But yeah, he's a Kobe person. Is Duncan easily
From Senegal. All right.
Well, if we're talking personality-wise, teammate, leadership, Duncan has been the most consistent in those aspects his whole career. And he's also just been so dang consistent. So,
like, letting them unleash, that energy.
First dumb thing Wemby ever said. I don't think it was that dumb. I don't think it was that. You just gotta keep in context, man. Like, Wemby, this is his idol,
I will be there on Sunday, by the way. I'll be there on Sunday, so you can meet me at the Frostbank Center.
Oh, Wemby's going to be there. Yeah, stream act up a minute. We should be back now, though, guys.
And I'll be there for the tryouts. Do you know Flight? Eggplant emoji? Yeah, I know Flight.
What did he say? Flight, and then he sent an eggplant emoji. I think he was flirting with Wemby. Is Wemby so not online? Is he so not terminally online that he doesn't know what an eggplant is? Huh.
How's shoulder? Shoulder is fine, thank you. It's good. It's better than before, actually.
Yeah, it's Mr. Clip's right. It's a cultural impact as well. Like he said, Tim Duncan is boring. He may be better, but no young person will pick the dude who makes it look like a job and disappear by choice. Yeah, I mean, that is the reality of it, right? Like, when you think about it, when you think back on like some of the greatest big men who ever lived, you rarely get anybody saying a big man as like the top three. Like, not really. Nah, maybe that's a lie. People do bring up some bigs here and there, but reluctantly, right? Or they just say it because they have to. They never actually watch them play. But yeah, Kobe had a huge cultural impact. I mean, we still do this, right? When you're getting ready to throw something away in the trash can, like, what do you scream out? Kobe. Like, he had a huge cultural impact.
All right. If there's more questions, I'll ask. If there's more interesting questions, I'll answer. Otherwise, I think it's a wrap. See that beard coming in. Yeah. Slowly but surely. How many will you pick for the Ultra? So it will be like 150 to 300.
300 is quite a bit.
Top 5, you feel like you're up for it. See you on Sunday, Frostbank Center, for the creation of our new Ultras group.
He never...
What time? What time is it? 9 a.m.? 7 to 9. See y'all on Sunday from 7 to 9 for the tryouts. I'll be there. I'll see y'all there. All right, it's a wrap. Appreciate it. Good to see y'all as always. I didn't see y'all much, but love, Spurs fans. Bye-bye. See y'all on Sunday.
He didn't even answer the starting lineup question. I guess the most interesting thing we got out of that was he chose Kobe over Duncan. So that's okay. That's not a big deal. That's okay. We shouldn't be angry at him. See you at the tryouts. Yeah. Yeah. If anybody's going, by the way, I probably should put this out there. If anybody's going, feel free to, let me know or like tag me on Twitter or whatnot. And we can go over it during stream that you went. Because even if you don't make it, you can at least send us some videos and, you'll be a star in our eyes, All right, so last bit of news here that I did not go over.
Let's go. Time to go.
He's terrorizing the community
Time to
all
go.
over the world.
Time to go.
Puerto Rico.
Let's go.
Free DDC, free Palestine. Trump is the Hitler of our time. Free DC, free Palestine. Trump is the Hitler of our time. Free DC, free Palestine. Trump is the Hitler of our time. What do you want your legacy?
They can protest. He got angry. He got a little angry. Let's see. This is horrible. You guys seen this? OpenAI confirms they're helping make an AI-generated movie called Critters. Goal is to finish production in 9 months. Budget is $30 million. Plan is to debut a film at how you say that, Kane? Paddington 3 writers penned the script. They're now casting voice actors. Art will be fed into ChatGPT 5 and other image models. Critters reflects the kind of creativity and exploration we love to encourage. Shut up. It's gonna be horrible. If making a movie with AI still costs $30 million, then AI generated art isn't. It'll never be good enough for that. Can imitate art. It's not art. Well, I hope that's awful. I truly do hope for the worst. Where the heck? Something I was gonna go over. heck is it? Brought this up and they were like, yo, Clan, you gotta look at this. Oh, we can actually go to Wemby's YouTube channel. Not YouTube channel, his stuff. All right, guys, so I wanted to show you this because this is actually kind of cool, okay? 100,000 likes. He got 900,000 likes. That's like, that's the same number of likes as I get when I post a selfie. All right, so this is him wearing Louis Vuitton for some reason. I would not be surprised if this is actually like some wardrobe. Like he wears this to a game. I don't know. Expensive clothing is a lot of times it's good material, but sometimes it's really stupid. Louis Vuitton hospital gown. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually wore that at a game. All right, moving on. So you can see that is such a nice view right there. God, that's pretty. So nice. All right, there he is with Snoop Dogg. I don't know. I don't really care for Snoop no more. He will just be on whatever side pays him. He just does that with everything. Tupac warned us. All right, that's our boy shooting around. That's him with Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe. By the way, if you guys haven't seen it, please go see. Oh God, what's the movie called? Why am I blanking? I literally have it on my letterbox. I have it on like my top. Right now, I got like top 200 movies, and it's on there. Guys, what? I'm gonna let the chat tell me. What's the movie with Daniel Radcliffe where he's like a dead body? It's pretty awesome. It's a great movie. If chat doesn't tell me, I'll look it up in a minute. You should watch it. Okay, that's me telling you that right now. Make some time for this week and watch it. It's very weird, but it's made with a lot of heart, and it's great, and it's entertaining. It's awesome. It brought a tear to my eye. The Jungle. What is that? What is The Jungle? There we go. Swiss Army Man. Swiss Army Man or something. No, it's Swiss Army Man. Swiss Army Man, guys, go watch Swiss Army Man. It's a great movie. All right, that's Wembanyama being a monk. I really like this fit. I don't know what it is about this fit, but I really like it. See, even Jeremy Sohan said cool. Carter Bryant called him Mr. Sidequest. I love that they're already getting along. All right, let's move on. Oh, that's Louis Vuitton again? Good God. That looks dumb. What's wrong? I'm not a photographer. There's something wrong with this image. It looks dumb though. Oh, you guys can't really see it. They have like their feet next to each. It just looks dumb. It just looks dumb. It just looks dumb. All right. Wait, is there audio to this? No, there's no audio to this. This is so dramatic, right? They can't just be working out. They can't just be working out in a gym. Like this is so this is like a movie. This is like literally a movie, right? This is before the big match. The Jungle is a good flick too. Okay, I never seen that, but Swiss Army Man is really great. Daniel Radcliffe is great. All right, moving on. This dude, he struck. Wait, who is that? Is that a football player? He looked familiar. Chad, if you know who this is, let us know. There's an image coming up, and this is what we really wanted to focus in on. Do you see who Wembanyama is working out with? Here's the thing. It's with Olajuwon. Here's the thing. This is what's really cool. This is what's really cool about Wemby. He has so many things in his bag, and every NBA player understands culturally what's about to happen. There's only so many times that you get like a Michael Jordan level player, right? That's just going to take over the culture. A player that is going to be considered as like the greatest ever. There's no disrespect to LeBron, okay? I truly do think LeBron deserves all the praise, the accolades, but at the same time, LeBron, when he first got to the league, because I remember this, when he first got to the league, they were already asking the question, is he the greatest of all time? They did it so early. Like, they were even doing it when he was in high school, which, like I said, he deserves a lot of the praise, but it was to the point where it was like people were saying he was better than Kobe. I remember, I was like, how are you already saying he's better than Kobe Bryant? At that point, Kobe had won multiple championships. I mean, ultimate competitor. It was just like, you really trying to create this narrative? And then you had all these commercials about it, like, oh, wait till they meet in the finals. They never did. Kobe kept getting there. LeBron didn't. It was just like, this is ridiculous, right? But I think Wembanyama, he has kind of everything, and that competitive nature that I just think is in guys like Kobe, that's in guys like MJ. And like I said, I'm not trying to hate on LeBron. I'm not trying to hate on LeBron, but there's been many of occasions that I've seen in the finals where LeBron will just give up, right? Like it's just, it is what it is. He would just straight up give up. But guys like Wemby, and like I said, guys like Jordan, it's not too many of them. And I think that a lot of NBA players, new and old, want to be a part of this, right? I wouldn't be surprised if they're reaching out to Wemby's camp to work out with him, because we just have so many people coming out saying, yes, I want to work with him, or yes, I want to show him something, because they just know that he's the byproduct of so many different things in the NBA, like all these different eras coming together to create this, right? Like we as far as like guards taking over the league, and at one point it was all about the big man, right? And he's just a combination of all of that in one, and we just probably will never see this again, right? So everybody wants to be a part of it. They want him to end up being the greatest of all time, or at least considered the greatest of all time. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be a sight to see. We are so lucky to be Spurs fans, by the way. So lucky to be Spurs fans. Let's see what some of the people said. Wemby could hold his hand up and catch the football. If he works with Olajuwon, how are we going to switch? What? How are you going to switch the pick and roll? Oh, yeah. Jordan was called the greatest in '88 with Defensive Player of the Year and 35 points. LeBron plays point guard a lot for his team, so he gets more assists. Jordan played 24 games as point guard in 1989. He got 12 triple-doubles and averaged 30, 10, and 10. Michael Jordan was like an absolute monster, bro. He was an absolute monster. Yeah, and people, I guess that is true. People do, act like Jordan was being called the greatest, like, after his championships. That became like the icing on the cake. People were like, this dude is like real deal, because he shifted the culture. It wasn't about the guard until Jordan. It wasn't about the guard. That's just how great he was. He just shifted the NBA. And I feel like we're about to have another major shift here. So yeah, I don't know. This is just really great. This makes me really excited, and I think you guys should be excited too. Let's see. I think there's one more photo on here. I might be missing something. What is this? What exactly is this thing? What is this atrocity? Wait, is that NASA? That is NASA. Oh wait, are those the vehicles that are on the moon? Did they put those on the moon, or am I just ignorant? I might just be ignorant to this. I have no idea what this is. I'm not going to act like I know. A Wienermobile? Ah, okay. Thank you. The alien rover? Ah, got it. Thank you. I'm sure both of those things are accurate at the same time. This is the year Wemby gets a quadruple double. I just know it. It's really gonna be difficult for him to get it when he has actual point guards, but we'll see. We'll see. He already came really close. What was he, like 2? No, he wasn't 2 assists away. He was like 2 blocks away, I think. It'll be against a bad team that just keeps trying him at the rim for some reason. This might be an MVP season for Wemby, honestly. Anyways, just want to show you guys that. I think that's really cool. But, yeah. Good stuff. Well, guys, that's it for the live stream. I'll be back on Thursday night. That's when I'll be back. I had to think for a minute. I'll be back on Thursday night. I appreciate all the love a bit more. I need to also make some more designs for the shop. I haven't been doing that. I'm lazy, man. I need to get it together. Yeah. Peace. Everyone have a great rest of your day or night or whatnot. I will see you on Thursday night. We'll go back live. So I'm at work. Thanks for passing time. Of course, man. All right, Little Def. All right, y'all.